this is probably the most interesting chart of all, which is Bitcoin versus gold. And it's doing this line here, this diagonal here, was drawn like months ago. When we were up here, we were up at this resistance. We had just, basically imagined the chart was like this. And I was saying, oh man, this looks so bullshit. This is like a terrible place to go long crypto, blah, blah, blah. Of course, did I listen to my own advice? No, I held all my Bitcoin, but it kind of made me think this might be a flag to up. And then obviously my original analysis was right. So funny enough, though, this line that I drew months ago, then I was saying, oh, well, if it does go down, it's not bearish because then maybe we'll just do this. I did not know that it was going to literally tick down to the line like this. I'm not going to move this line until it invalidates. It'll be pretty funny if, 3 months from now it ends up doing exactly that. But so far it is doing exactly that. Gold is like runaway bull. I couldn't, I think Forrest and I have expressed that pretty clearly, our thoughts on gold. And, obviously not going to be right every time, but on gold, like, we were very right and continue to be right. And I don't, again, I really just don't think this is anywhere near done. Like, not even close. I think you're going to be talking $15,000 gold in the next couple of years. Like, gold moves slow, so it's much harder to predict time, but direction and price is actually pretty easy on gold. And I've just never seen gold this bullish in my trading career. I've been trading like 10 years full time. You really have to go back to before I started trading. You have to go back to 2003, this run in 03 to into the great financial crisis where it ran 200 to 2000, so 10x on gold. Gold is like the largest, if you take away bonds and derivatives and stuff, kind of like the largest like real asset in the world by market cap, and it 10x from 03 to 2011. So that took almost 10 years. It took 8 years, 8 years. So it's not going to happen overnight. But I think we're in the middle of another situation like that where this was 11 bars, so 11 years. Every single year you're profitable on gold for over a decade. And I think you're getting to that now. I even think you could really start counting from here. And we're only on the third year. And who's to say if it's going to go 11 or not? But I just think this is another one of these where gold loves to do nothing. After that 2011 move, it went from 2011 to, again, another 10 years of sideways. So it went up for 10 years straight, right? Sideways for 10 years straight. And now I suspect we're going to do another 10 years or whatever, a very long time up. So I'm mega, mega bullish on this. And yet you go back to Bitcoin versus gold, and I'm still bullish on this, assuming that this triangle holds. Now, if this triangle doesn't hold, then this year was just an SFP above the all-time high, and, maybe this just dies. And if that's the case, the only good part about that is if that is the case, we could probably safely just like give up on real and any other crypto trade and just fold into gold. So it's kind of a win-win. Either this holds and crypto is going to be even more bullish than a bullish gold, which is what I want to happen because then we're all going to get super, super fucking rich. Or it does break down. Either way, you want to keep like a really close eye on this. Either way. Sell all your crypto here, or ape, giga ape if you haven't already there. It's like very clear. And then in this box is the chop zone. And again, that kind of sadly means it's probably going to be choppy the rest of spring and maybe even into early summer.